iPhone update. This is bullshit. It's the end of the world. I have an iPhone 8. I can't update to iOS 17. Oh wait, yes I can. I got this phone. So, what do I think of the iOS 17 update? It's pretty mid, but I'm not gonna talk about that just yet. I don't know if anybody remembers, but back in the very first season, I made an iOS 14 episode. That's right, nobody knows. But it's been about 3 years and I thought I was gonna do this every year. It obviously didn't happen. Why don't I talk about the last updates that I didn't make a topic about? So we can do those first and then I can talk the rest about iOS 17, the mid update. On June 7th, 2021, Apple released the iOS 15 update to iPhone 6s and above. It was also the final version that would support the iPhone 6s, 6s Plus, the first iPhone SE, iPhone 7, 7 Plus, and the iPod Touch. Now, I don't know what the focus feature does exactly, but I think it gives you specific notifications or whenever you would like to set those whenever you're on Do Not Disturb mode. I don't know. I don't care to read. It complicates my brain. And here's some minor changes that kind of just make the iPhone look like BS. I don't know. I didn't really like how the notifications look at first, but we get used to it at some point. They did a lot of changes with the home screen on this update, which is why I like the Smart Stacks update. You could basically just kind of scroll through this specific widget and I don't know how to explain it, but I thought it was pretty cool. You can adjust the text sizes for specific apps so it doesn't have to apply to everything else. And all this stuff right here. Translation? No, we already have Google Translate, it's fine. And you can adjust the video speed. Video effects and mic mode. I know what this is, but I don't know how to use it, so screw that. Accessibility on each app has been improved. You can change the text size, you can pretty much do anything with it. And finally, backups to iCloud can be made on 5G network. So, the update so far? I mean, it's okay. I mean, there's nothing major. There's just improvements on the system. Let's just continue. I don't think anybody actually cares about AR. At least for the iPhone, that is. Alright, accounts for school and work. I can deal with that, even though I hate school and work. And some feature named StoreKit 2 that allows people to implement the request a refund option in a certain app. Alright, this should be in every app anyways, but okay. FaceTime in iOS 15 adds a lot of new features. A grid view for group conversations. What the hell is that? Portrait mode, which too bad if you don't have an A12 Bionic chip. Spatial audio, we don't really need that. Voice isolation mode, that's actually pretty good so we don't have to hear all those nasty ass sounds in the background. A wide spectrum mode, I don't know what that is. I guess Android users can join our calls now. Calendar integration, again, I don't know what that means. Mute alerts, so you'll know if you're annoying or not. Taking advantage of my rear camera sounds weird. And now through a FaceTime call, you can share music live to your friends who can't afford it. Memoji now has more customization options, and I don't care about this feature anymore. I never even got to use it. I wanted to use it before. I was around 12 years old, and then I never got to use it because I didn't have a phone at the time. And now I finally have the option, I forgot about it, and I don't care anymore. iMessage has now been updated, so whenever you're sent several photos, they're all going to be put in the same stack. I actually like this feature. At first, I thought it was a little weird, but it's fine. It's good. And this information as well. Also, this video will just focus on the cool things about the update. I don't care about maps for now. I may be 16, but I can't drive yet. I don't have a license, so if you guys want to read this information, here it is while you can. Alright, let's move on. The Photos app was also updated. You can now change the time of photos, so you can now lie to your friends. Also, photos and videos also show information. So if I'm trying to check out the size of a certain video and I'm trying to make a video, well, I don't have enough space, so I don't upload 1080p videos. And for the camera update, they specifically improved and updated the panoramic shooting mode. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I guess it's better now. Only on iPhone 12 and above. I don't know how I felt about this one, but it doesn't matter now. It's been about 2 years. It doesn't matter. I'm used to it. Weather? Siri? News? Obviously, Siri has been improving. I can now share my unhealthy diet with people. Files, Notes and reminders have all been updated. Nothing huge though. There's a new PDF editor and files. You can do extra things in notes, and you can add tags to reminders. You could also add tags to notes. Sound recognition has been added to shortcuts as an automation, so now a certain command can be made when a certain sound is heard. New playback options were added to voice memos, and you can adjust the speed and skip silence in your recording. The wallet app has also been updated, but if I can't drive, obviously I don't have that much money. I'm broke. That is way too much information. I am not doing these again. I had to come outside. It was getting a little warm inside the house. A little too warm. iOS 15 was good, but it wasn't that good. So what do we have next? iOS 16. Let's dive right in. And since I don't have any information on phone, I guess I'm just gonna have to get this information on paper. Alright, iOS 16 added a brand new app by Apple themselves, Freeform. It's an app where you can draw or write, and then other people can, edit it, collaborate, do whatever you want. That's why it's called Freeform. In the US, we have Liberty, sometimes. There was a minor change on AirDrop, so instead of having the everyone setting on where anybody can AirDrop you at any time without it being a contact, now it's set to only for 10 minutes, just in case you're sent certain photos that you don't want to see at all. The lock screen, I believe this is the best update that Apple has given us, or at least in the iOS 16, or like the best part of iOS 16. Alright, lock screen. Obviously very customizable now. You can change the font, the color of the text. You can add widgets. And most important of all, there's pre-saved lock screens. Just something you would want to keep. You don't have this certain lock screen with all these certain widgets on it and a certain picture. Just change it whenever you like. Live wallpapers were removed for some reason, but me personally, I did not give a shit because I was never able to use it. So there's that. Landscape mode, I don't think I could do this. I don't know why it wouldn't let me. Even if it says iPhone 13 through 15, I'm pretty sure I could use it. I have a 13. It won't let me use it. Alright, this one caught my eye the most. Listening to a song or a podcast. You can tap the little icon right here at the bottom, and it'll take up the whole screen. Something really cool. So I could just screenshot that, post that to my Instagram, and show everybody what bad music taste I have. They improved the focus mode. Again, I don't care. This is something that we need. Point the camera to some text that you can't read. Maybe it's in a foreign language like Spanish, French, whatever the hell. And there you can translate the text. They had some configurations fixed for the Wi-Fi and cellular network. I cannot say the CELLURLAR word. Whatever that means, I spelled it wrong. Backups can finally be made on your service, your phone service, and not just Wi-Fi. So, you could do it on 5G before, but now you could do it on 4G. And this one I also wanted for a while because, I don't know, it's just weird that they haven't added it up until this point. Controller support for the Nintendo Joy-Cons and Pro Control have been added. Finally. You can play Minecraft a different way now. Messages can be edited within 15 minutes, or they can be deleted within 2 minutes, which is pretty cool. You can share, play an iMessage, maybe show like a movie, some songs, whatever. They improved iMessage overall, so I'm not going to talk about the rest. There was an update on the Maps update. I don't care because even though I'm almost 17 years old, I can't drive, I don't have a license, I don't have none of that. Photos. This is something that, if I'm not wrong, I don't like. If I'm in a group chat and they're sending these weird ass photos, then they're gonna pop up in my photo library, which is weird, strange, and I might get in trouble. So if my parents are scrolling through my phone again, then I'm screwed. Hidden or deleted photos can be locked by Face ID or passcode, which is good for some of you bad people. And all this other stuff I don't care about that you see right now. I didn't care to talk about those. But now, we must move on to iOS 17. Alright, whenever you receive a call, the contact photo of that person takes up the screen, which I think is kind of cool, but nothing important, You can leave an audio message if somebody can't FaceTime at that moment. They fail to pick up the call, then, you know. This also applies to third-party call apps. Interesting, I didn't know this was possible yet. FaceTime is now accessible through Apple TV, 4K, in standby mode, which for some reason I haven't been able to, you know, standby mode, something that I have not been able to access. This is used by putting it in landscape mode. It can show you music, it can show apps, it can show the clock, it can show a lot of other things. You can send airdrops or name drops is what they like to call it. It's to share contacts or an image by holding down the power button and hovering it over one person's phone, or by touching both the tops of the phone and putting them together. You can share other stuff too, like photos and I think videos. Journal. We did not need that. We have a notes app. Comprehensive updates to autocorrect and dictation. What? And all this other stuff that I don't care about. Yeah. They also added this one thing to Apple Music, which kind of looks like Spotify now, which is pretty cool. I've wanted this for a while. But again, nothing major. This update is nothing major. I think iOS 16 did a better job, if I'm not lying. Alright. I guess that's it for that.